She can't help but wonder who this guy is. He tells her to control her dog better and not wear heels next time. Her face turns red as she tries to defend her fashion choice, but then notices his socks with sandals. "He's wearing that and telling me how to dress? Please," she scoffs in her head. Still, she thanks him with a forced smile, calling him a jerk in her mind and thinking how much he reminds her of her ex. He calls Bob. To her shock, Bob listens. He walks over, sits when told, and even barks like a good boy. She's frozen. Did he just obey instantly? She thinks, completely stunned. The man finally tells her that her yelling always wakes him up since he works nights. He asks her to tone it down a bit, but she barely hears him. Her thoughts are stuck on how her dog actually listened to him. As he starts to walk away, he mentions that yelling doesn't teach dogs anything, and casually says goodbye. She grabs his hand before he gets too far. There's a sense of urgency in her voice as she asks him to watch Bob while she's at work. She insists he seems like someone the dog actually trusts. She even offers to pay him. He repeats the word, "Pay me?" and turns back toward her, now standing real close. With a straight and an intense look, he agrees, but says one thing clearly: he's going to be expensive. In this scene, we're introduced to the female lead, who's still holding onto the arm of a young man now standing very close to her. He stares straight into her eyes and tells her he's going to be expensive. She repeats the words softly, trying to grasp what he really means. Then, almost like he's ignoring her confusion, he brings up Bob and wonders if the dog needs help understanding her. But just as quickly, she pulls his focus to the mess Bob has made. Without blinking, he says it'll cost $20 an hour. Her mouth flies open as she lets out a loud shriek. She works 8 hours a day, so to her, it's way too expensive. However, he remains calm and reminds her that owning a dog is a big responsibility. Just when it looks like he might continue with the lecture, she quickly cuts him off, saying she'll do it. She insists Bob deserves the best, even if it means making sacrifices. This strong response surprises him just a little. Although he hides it well, he then explains how they'll have to slowly reduce Bob's anxiety and that his visits will be shortened as time goes on so Bob can get used to being alone. He also adds that she'll need to pay in advance and give him a copy of her keys. As he bends to pet Bob, who now seems completely relaxed and even wags his tail, she's stunned at how quickly the dog connects with him. Filled with new energy, she agrees without a second thought and dashes off to make a key copy. Before she leaves, he casually introduces himself as Tyler. To us, the male